So guys, here's what I'm working on this weekend. It's a table for my portable bandsaw, and I didn't bother filming the putting together of this part because it's pretty much basic, and all it is made of 1-inch square tubing, and this is a 1/4-inch plate that I cut out, and I just rounded off the corners. And now I'm getting ready to cut the slit here for the bandsaw, and I have to cut something here, some sort of a shape that I have to find out and cut it so I can mount the bandsaw onto this table. So let's go for it. I have this transfer tool, this little device. I don't even know what the proper name for this is. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see. Now this here looks like it's a vent, and it has a fan. So I'll just see how deep it is, and I'm not really going to go all the way in, just because I don't want to hit that little fan in there. So okay. Alright, so I measured the little slot here. Actually starts about 1.25 inches from the center of this blade. So I'll offset that from the center of my table. And I have that little profile here. So let's transfer that onto the table. And that's my 1.25 mark right here, and I'm going to transfer that over like this. So this is more or less, we can still shape it. So I'm going to cut it out, and then I think for here I'm not really going to do all that little detail. I'm just gonna sort of round it over, and I'll go like this, and I think that should do it. So I'm going to cut it with a plasma cutter. And I see that there is a little bit of a difference, so maybe I'm not holding it square, but I have about 1/2 inch here, and I have a little bit less on this side. Well, actually it's pretty close. So I'm just over 1/2 inch. So what I'll do, I'm just going to cut this slightly over the 1/2 inch. So that way. And I'll just use a grinder later on just to tweak it if I have to. So that should do it. So let's take that over to, let's take that outside, and let's use a plasma cutter to cut this out. So let's go. And obviously this can be done with a grinder as well. So let's do it. Let's do a test fit. You know, guys, it just so happens that it actually fits quite nice with a 1/4 inch top. The plate, the original plate from the BandSaw, fits it fits quite nice. So if you look at the bottom, it actually lays in pretty good. So, and there is even a small gap on the bottom for the air to escape. So the fan is not completely blocked. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. So I gotta tweak this side. Okay, I'll clean it up with a grinder. Okay guys, I think that's a pretty good fit. So let's trace the bottom side now. That's actually really close to square, guys. So that's where I trace the bottom plate, and this is really close to square. And here's my plan. I actually have a whole bunch of these clamps, and these are just so cheap. I picked them up at Princess Auto, which is really equivalent of Harbor Freight, and these are like $2 a piece. I think I paid like $2.50. Now maybe they're a little bit more. I got them a few years ago. So the plan is I'm going to cut it away, and I'm going to make this hit my, so something like that. I'm just going to weld it in, and I'm going to have this knob secure at the bottom of the plate. Okay. And I think I'm just going to land it like right here in the middle. Just like that. Yeah, I think that's going to work the way it is right now. So let's weld that in place. Let's get rid of this mill scale. Talk about aggressive sandpaper. This is 24 grit. Let's see how that will do. Up these plastic ends that will fit a 1-inch square tubing, and the paint is still pretty fresh, so I gotta kind of do it without that works. Okay, so that makes it look a little bit better, more finished. And I have to get these rubber feet for it. For now I'm just going to put these little guys in here. Okay guys, so all finished, and with the exception of the rubber feet, it's all done. And let's give it a little test run. Now, mind you, the blade is actually really dull. I need to get a new one. So and that's on my list. Okay, I have this little clamp that I use to lock the switch. Okay guys, so works as advertised. It's amazing. If you don't have one of these bandsaws, go get yourself one, because I actually picked this one up I think somewhere around a year ago, and I gotta tell you guys, I couldn't believe that I was actually going for so long in my life without actually owning one. It's just so useful. I've used it on just amazing. Anyway, so that's the little table, and guys, thanks for watching. By the way, I thought that you guys may want to see how it looks from the underside, and so I just added this in. And that's how it looks, and that little clamp, I tell you guys, works really good. So that's how it looks from the underside. Okay.